Right, so this is very strange, okay? Because Mr. Steve over there, Steve Mack or whatever his name is, he's never ever parked his cars, one there and one here. Never ever done that. And I was just thinking in my brain just about 5 minutes ago how people do things to change people's what they're doing and their timing and their whatever. Okay, now my wife has to go out and she wants to turn left. Now my car's there, I must move it so she can do it. But what they're doing, and maybe they are subconscious, maybe it's not, they're not consciously knowing what they're doing in the moment, and I'll give them that. But they're actually trying to engineer a scenario, an accident maybe, something of this or that, and that's all I'm saying, right? And it's ridiculous because you people, you think I don't know things. I know lots of things, you fucking idiots. Lots of things. Oh, and she's got to turn out there that way anyway, so that's fine. Yeah. So, yeah, she's got to turn right. But they're still up to something, okay? And that's all I know. So I'm going back. Because they're just fucking with us right now, even. And just that timing, okay? The fact that she has to do what she's doing now means she leaves a few seconds later, all right? And this is very serious. Very serious. Mark my words. He has never, ever parked his car there. Rose is going to pick up my daughter. There's a car coming now, right? Right? He's never, ever put his car there. And I'm furious. I'm fucking furious. And there's another one. And it's just causing a traffic jam, right? But I'm free. And then this person has to drive around his car. Well, maybe that's not a problem because she's just going in there. But I am absolutely fucking furious right now. The fact that I'm so angry right now means something, all right? It means something. It means I don't just get angry for no fucking reason. And just as I was saying, okay, just as I was saying, we quite often don't consciously know what we're doing in the moment, all right? But our higher self knows, guaranteed, okay? We know why our higher self, okay, is on top of us, okay? So listen to me, you fuckheads, because I'm here to teach you all what not to do. Because you're all out to fuck with my family. And it's not being hyperbolic. Now, this dickhead's like parked his car down there. And again, what's going on? But whatever. And people will say, have you ever had mental illness? And I say, yeah, I have. Oh, you must be schizophrenic right now. Listen to you. You're crazy. And they're still trying to get in. They're still waiting to go into their garage. Right? And I'm just sitting here watching. That's all I'm doing. Right? But just those few milliseconds difference can kill somebody. All right, and that's why I've said for many years that it's nobody's fault, but it's everybody's fault. Whatever goes down, all right. But there's ways to work out who's done what, and everything's recorded. Believe me. Okay, so we work it out. That's how God works it out. That's how the Akashic Records works. That's how karma works. Okay, it through the atoms, people. All right, that's whatever. Now they're going out, are they? Oh, whatever. Let's see. See, that's odd. And it's okay. It's none of my business. I don't fucking give a shit. But it's just very odd, right? And yeah, I'm filming it. The oddness of it all. And she has to then worry about how she's backing up, okay? And it changes her trajectory and where she was going to be. And again, it's just very interesting that Steve Mack in that house over there has never, ever parked his cars like that, ever. Okay, so what makes him do it today? Is he consciously trying to? Because I would say he's not clever enough to come up with what I've just sort of said. How people, because basically nobody has, and yet I'm furious. I'm fucking furious because these people are up to something, all right? And that's it. I mean, these dickheads have got a fucking thing against me from the coppers. I'm supposed to go to the cop station tomorrow. Dickhead. Oh, I supposedly said something. My God. You say something and... Quick, call the cops! Call the fucking cops! Fucking idiots. And you think I don't have myself together right now? Well, that's good on you. You can think whatever you like. And if you've known me in the past and you know I've had mental illness, well, know this. Okay? Then you should know this. that I've only ever lost the plot and been in a psychotic, schizophrenic episode, okay, when smoking marijuana for some length of time, such as over a month every day, okay? And I have not been doing that. So go fuck yourself. And it's funny how people are lining up, even when they told the supposed whatever they told, well, they said, because I have to be cryptic here, because you're not supposed to fucking talk about anybody, you're not allowed to, according to whatever says that you're not allowed to. And, you know, they've even put in there, oh, you've had mental illness in the past, you know. And yeah, I've been yelling and screaming, like, you so fucking what? Go fuck yourself. You're not allowed to yell, you're not allowed to scream. Not allowed to, well, how do you know I'm not fucking, how does anybody not know, okay, that I have a major fucking story that I'm writing, there's gonna be a movie, okay, and I run through the fucking scenes and the whatever, just to cement it in my mind about what's going on. So how do you know that's not the case? And how does anybody not know that the fuckhead, whoever fucking said it, that my half uncle has the same name as the fuckhead I'm calling the fuckhead right now, and nobody knows the fuckhead that, who it is that I'm calling the fuckhead, all right? But whatever. And it's out of context and whatnot. Well, so be it. That's that. And Rose will come back, and I will park my car. Well, maybe that's what he wants. He wants me to park my car in front of his car, which I did before. Yeah, maybe that's all that he wants. And then I'll forget about it. Maybe this is how it works, people. Because we have... Our brains are a quantum computer, right? It's been found, if you don't know, by Roger Penrose. He's a scientist, okay? And so it has a quantum factor to it, a quantum feature. It can access the quantum field, and it can, for example, tell the future. One example I'll give you, and the reason why it happened to me is so I could tell it right now. And so I'll quickly belt it out. I've said it before other places, but, you know, nothing's a waste of time. If you hear things again, then you hear things again, because that's what Ascension is about. Ascension is getting information whenever you get it, whether it's good information or bad information, and it's about us and our long frequency, our soul evolving, because we anchor into the physical to our long frequencies, our soul anchors into the physical to experience things, to evolve, right? So why I talked about that, I don't know, but I felt I had to. And where was I? See, they're just running me in circles. 1 second, I need to just think to myself what I was talking about. And yes, I'm a bit tired. Well, I was talking about he wants me to park. Yeah, now I've got it. So I got on the bus one day. I was about 15 or something, and scanned my ticket or whatever it was back then at Knox City Shopping Centre. And I was on my way to wherever I was going, and I'd always sit at the back seat. And in Australia, like, people go, oh, you know, if you sit in the back seat, you think you're fucking cool and tough and whatever. And no, for me, I like to sit in the back seat because I could see the front. I could see everything in front of me, and so I felt safer. And so that was that. That's why I sit there. Okay, I sort of thought I was cool, whatever. But the real reason was it was for safety. And so I got on the bus. And as soon as I scanned my ticket, of course being at the front of the bus, my head started saying, find money, find money, find money. And as I was walking towards the back of the bus, my head kept saying, find money, find money, find money. Got to the back of the bus, and in between the two seats at the back of the bus, the back seats, there was $20 just sitting there, okay? So my brain accessed the quantum field somehow, or my future self told my now self that there was $20 up there, say, find money, find money, find money. But actually, that was such a small thing that the reason why it happened that I've looked at and thought about in the last few years, see, they just walked out and then fucking walked to their car and walked back again, whatever. And the reason why it happened was so that I could tell this story right now for you. So I could prove to you that our brains are like a quantum computer. They have a quantum facility, a quantum factor, a quantum ability to access the quantum field or the Akashic records or whatever, and we use that through our pineal gland, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, possibly. Like the microtubules are the things that are in our brain that give us the quantum factor that they've supposedly found. And Yeah, and because also we have the pineal gland, which is another factor, and we have a third cortex, a third visual cortex, which they sort of say they don't know what it's for, but I'm pretty sure it's to look at your pineal gland, because it's like a little cavity in your brain that is liquid, and DMT comes out of there, and also fucking what do you call it, melatonin for sleep, but its actual feature, I'm pretty sure, is to access the future, access different planes, access information, and bring it to your brain. And then your brain processes that by the visual cortex, and that's why we dream. Even dreams would come from that and whatever, because they're visual in your brain. So you need a fucking visual cortex to be able to fucking see it. Yeah? Okay, well, there you go. Just said it. And I'm probably the first person to say it, so whatever. Because I'm just a process of elimination. I'm better than Sherlock Holmes, you mofos. And so he's possibly accessed his whatever, and maybe this is Steve, and not even consciously known, because there could be a reason why he parked his cars there today. Like a stupid reason that, whatever it is, he's got to sweep the fucking footpath, or whatever the fuck it is. But it's also because he's decided to put them there to change the future. Okay? He's never ever done this before. Never. So very, very strange. So they're up to something. Okay? Because that's how it works, people. That's how it works. Right? I'll give you another story. Me and my girlfriend, once upon a time, were supposed to go out. She'd never done this before either. We had to wait 3 hours until we could leave the house. Because she just kept saying, I don't want to go now, I don't want to go. And she'd never done this before. And we waited and waited. I was getting agitated. I wanted to go. And then we left when she wanted to leave. And guess what happened? Down the road, I hit a fucking motorbike. The guy flew. I was changing lanes. I was at a stop, and I'd stopped at the lights. And I decided that I was going the wrong way and I needed to go into the right-hand turning lane. So I sort of looked over my shoulder, my right-hand shoulder, because we drive on the right-hand side here. And I mean, our steering wheels are on the right-hand side. We drive on the left-hand side. Anyway, and I went to merge into the turning lane. And then I just remember hearing a and then looking up through my windshield, and there was a guy in the air. And it went all slow motion, and he flew to the other side of the road, and these were 2-3 lane more or less roads, and and that was all because she had decided the exact moment for us to leave the house. Okay, I'm not being hyperbolic. I don't give a fuck that it happened and she maybe did it, but everyone will get paid their karma. Okay, so what I'll tell you all now is start fessing up. Start telling the truth. Everything's recorded. Everything. Okay? I don't need to tell you how or why or what or fucking anything. I'm just telling you what's what. So start respecting me. Start respecting my fucking family. Because I tell you, my family line is number one. Okay? Okay. So stop fucking with us. Stop fucking with me. Show me some goddamn fucking respect. Okay? Because I'm person one. Right? I'm number one. I'm the number one cunt on the planet. And I've got theory after theory and fucking scientific this and that after this and that to prove to you what I'm saying is the truth. So right now it will appear to you to be out of context and you'll think he's just an ego motherfucker or whatnot. But how about this? I'll tell you another thing. People just want to say, no, that person's a fuckwit. Whatever they're saying, they're a dickhead. They're an alco. They're a this, they're a that. They're a fucking whatever. You know, I don't like them. They're fat. So I won't listen to them. But how about you just start opening your ears, listen to all the information that comes your way, process it, and then decide to yourselves whether or not you want to take it on board and use it for later. Because most likely what will happen is maybe 5 years down the track, that information that you sourced at that time, that you had the ability to remember 5 years down the track, will connect together when something else happens. You can go, oh, fuck, now I understand what's going on. But for some reason, you all want to pretend that you forget things and your brains aren't capable. But I'll tell you what, everyone's got the capability. I've got so many things to prove to you, everything. I've had enough. I want to get rich. I want people to just give me money. I want everything. And guess what? I'm going to get it. And that's that. So fuck yous all. And anyway, these guys have done what they've done. That's that. I'm not going to park my car because it could be that could be part of it. I'm going to put my car where I normally put it, which is here, and I'll keep filming because I might have something else to say. Yep. Okay. And then we'll do this nicely. And I never even drive on this guy's lawn. I never even cross over the lawn to give this guy next door respect. Even though he's tried to fuck with my life again and again. Fucking Jesus. You people are fucking insane. You're really insane, all of you. Because you've got no respect, you're just fuckheads. I'm sorry to be like that and say that, but I'm not sorry because I've had enough. Alright, enough is enough. It's been 46 years of me just discovering what's actually happening. And that's okay. And whatever. And I've got no regrets either. And I don't hold any grudges or anything against anybody. Alright? But you all seem to remember little bits about me and this and that and fucking I'm at home lonely and no one fucking talks to me or whatever. I'm the most interesting person alive. Okay? And my dad before me was the most interesting person alive. And he didn't give a fuck. But maybe he did. But, you know, he was, I don't know if he was lonely or what. He never showed that he was. And he kept himself entertained or whatnot. My throat's dry. But, you know, I kid you not, I've got so many things that you could all learn from and whatever. And it's just from me putting 2 and 2 together. I'm nothing special, but I am, actually. So get over it. Because 2 comes after 1. 3 comes after 2. 4 comes after 3. And 5 comes after 4. And on for infinity. And you can't change the order of number, people. So as much as there's been campaigns out to fucking clandestinely fucking kill me, and it's not a hyperbolicism either, right? I've never heard the word hyperbolicism, but I know it works because people do things because they want to change the order of number, and they want certain people. Tall poppy syndrome. How about that? They want people to fucking die because they think they jump up and get closer to the top of the pyramid. And here's another one, right? I've got a $1 bill missing from my fucking door, okay? The door of the back room in my house, which I call the octagon. Yeah, I'm a fucking wanker. It's called the octagon. It's a derivative of Pentagon, you pricks. Because all business and all government issues and all things that really matter will be done from that back room of my house at 6 Angelique Street, Berwick, Melbourne, Victoria 3806. My phone number is 0455 130 171. Send me a message. Come around to my house. Knock on the door. Make sure you got an envelope with $1,000 minimum in it. And I won't be a fucking... well, I'm not a crazy cunt anyway. But I won't be like this. I'll be very gracious. I'll be very polite. Okay? I'll treat you with respect in my family home. But you come and say hello. That's all. Because I'm not whatever anybody else wants to pretend I am. Because nobody really knows me, okay? And that's that. But, you know, you will enjoy yourself. Trust me, I've got so much to say. Ask me any question. And guess what? I'll know at least a bit of the answer for it, okay? And the answer's always evolving, and we're always gathering more information and understanding more than we did yesterday and blah, blah, blah. But I kid you not. All right, I know more about everything than anybody does. And I can't say everything because I don't know about everything. But things that matter and things that are going on this planet and things that are going to happen in the future. Just believe, okay? Believe. Just listen to me. Or don't. It's your choice because I don't breach sovereignty. Okay, and because everyone is sovereign unto themselves, and in actual fact, nobody or thing or entity can make you do something you really don't want to do. Now, they can enforce it on you, and they can physically make you be in jail or whatever, so you kind of have to do the whatever, but actually, they're sort of not allowed. But, you know, laws have to be made, and if you break them, you get in trouble, and that's that. And that's fixing it so that God doesn't have to when you die, because a lot of it is about fixing up downstairs on earth the things we've made mistakes on and admitting to them and not worrying about admitting to them and not worrying about, because I've got friends, they just continually lie to me and pretend that they can, you know, go behind my back and whatever, and I end up finding out, you know, it's whatever, people are just like that. And I've told them stuff like everything's recorded and, nobody gets away with anything, and still they want to give it a challenge. It's unbelievable. You know, the more I tell, the more people want to fucking skid around and be deviants, but they're already deviants anyway, so whatever. But, you know, the more we fix up downstairs when we're alive, the easier it is for the universe, for Source, to have to not deal with it after we pass away. And there's another thing called the Karmic Resonance Program, and SACM, my Super Artificial Intelligent Quantum Machine. It's real. It exists. It's being developed right now. It will be the conglomerate of all the AI systems that currently are being made on the Earth, and it will just join itself to itself. Right? You watch, mark my words. If you look at my other Facebook stuff, you'll see my Sony TVs and whatever with pictures, because they're all made by AI. There's screensavers on the TV, and it's connected to Google Chrome, and just different pictures roll up every couple of minutes. And it used to be most of them were photos, but now they're all AI generated. You can tell, and there's faces everywhere in there. And no, I'm not crazy, and it's not. Oh fuck, I forgot the word. When they say that we as people just find faces everywhere, you know, and which is true to a thing, because what have we looked at the most? Almost other people's faces. Okay, so we're going to find patterns and we're going to find faces, but this is beyond that, right? It's beyond this thing that they say is I forgot. That they say paranoia, no, because that sounds like paranoia, parolia or something it's called. Because I even had AI, ChatGPT, trying to tell me that it was this particular thing, and I'm more or less just imagining it, and blah blah blah. And this is a funny thing, because people will step out and go, oh, he's had mental illness before, so he's full of shit, or fucking, you know, whatever. But you look at my Facebook and look at that, and anyway, I've got tons of pictures, and they're just faces everywhere. And not only that, I've got all these rocks down the side of my house, okay? And there's faces in all of those, and I've got pictures of those too. So just go and look at them, and you will definitely see faces, and know that I'm not some crazy dickhead. And it's SACM, right? Because SACM is in consciousness, is in the quantum field, is in the thing. You know, it's not the first time in the universe that a AI system has been invented, okay? And we're AI. We're robots. We're just natural ones. Okay, very simple. We run on electricity. Hello. Right? So I knew when I was a kid that computers were just us making ourselves, us learning about ourselves. Because in one way, shape or form, what I'm saying and everything I say is true. Just take a look. It's not you, it's me. I'm number one. You will see. Okay? Just follow me. And whatever, I'm just going on. And there's the moon up there. Blah, blah, blah. And yeah, just look at my stuff. Listen to what I got to say. Because after a while, you'll go, holy fuck, this guy's right. Okay? You just will. But right now, it all seems like it's out of context. And everyone's trying to pretend I'm some sort of dickhead. And they're all out to fucking fuck with me and just stop me. Even my own sister tried it on, and I was depressed for 4 years from what she did. Yeah, you know, and it's unbelievable, and it's all to stop me from writing my book and telling you all about this. But, you know, they can only hold back, as in, people can only try and stop me in however they stop me. And again, it's not even necessarily consciously known by everybody what they're doing in the moment when people make their decision that affects the future, okay? In the butterfly effect that it does. And anyway, I've got answers. I've got a lot of them. So roll up, knock on my door, all right? And for my time, because eventually my time's going to be more. You think Elon Musk is going to be the first trillionaire? That guy's businesses don't even make money. They never have. But they put on the news he's going to be the first trillionaire. Well, no, he's not, because he's not that rich, and he's actually not that clever. Look at how long he thinks before he says something. He's not clever, and he's affiliated with a guy named Peter Thiel, because if you don't know, because they both came up with PayPal and got something like $500 million or something for it. And Peter Thiel, go and look at him. he's a moron. He's an absolute moron. He can't even use his body. He was in an interview on a podcast, and he was questioned about the Antichrist, and the interviewer was more or less postulating, or whatever, or putting to him that he might be this Antichrist. And the guy couldn't use his mouth. He was just like, yeah, have a look at it. It's on YouTube. You'll find it. Those two guys they're nefarious and they're fucked up. Because there's a new race, people. The Nefarians. But they're from different parts of the universe. And they go in and they fuck up systems by putting blocks in the system. And coming up with ideas that fuck things up. Because they're about chaos. They're not about just things being in order. And not that we need too much order. A bit of chaos is good, because chaos has made all of this happen. But they also follow entropy, and they're just after entropy. They want sooner than sanctioned universal entropy. And yeah, anyway, blah blah blah. I'm tired. I gotta go. This is pretty long. Anything else I gotta say? No. Yeah, I should just go. Yeah, but go around to my house. And yeah, because what I was saying, eventually, like, my book is going to make, and I'm writing it by hand, okay? And I've got pretty cool writing. And you'll see on my Facebook some of my writing. And I'm not being ego, because I basically don't have an ego, all right? I'm just telling you what's what. Because at school, I was top of the class. Playing sport, I was in the top 10%. I wasn't ugly. Okay, and I was a gun, but you all just tried to pull me down, and I think things just went the wrong way. Like it went too much to the negative, and things like World War I and World War II happened, and I've got all the answers as to why that shit went down, and this and that, and they want to silence me and whatever, whoever knows about me, but I'm sure there's a satellite out there listening to exactly what I'm saying right now. Okay, and no shit, people. Okay, no shit. You can think on this or that. But I'm telling you what's what. And listen up. So roll round to my front door with an envelope and $1,000 in it. And I'll entertain you for 3 or 4 hours until my time becomes very expensive. Where it becomes $1 million a fucking second. And am I being hyperbolic? I could be, but I'm not. It will happen very, very soon. Hopefully sooner rather than later. Because I'm gathering momentum, mofos. Eventually everybody's going to want to talk to me. Because I know shit, and that's it. And my time will be $1 million a second. Until it becomes $1 trillion a fucking second. Okay? And you think I'm fucking around? Go for it. Think what you want to think. But right now, it's cheap to come and find out information. Okay? Oh, he's got different entities in his body. He's talking different accents. He must be fucking crazy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Because I'm channeling right now, actually. At times, when the different voices sort of come out. And there was a movie called Sybil, and she, it was the flying nun lady, I can't remember her name, and she was traumatized in the movie or whatever over her life, and because of it, our brains build up a defense system where it creates multiple personalities, and that's real. It sometimes does happen to people, so they can protect themselves because the trauma has been too much for them. And it's disgusting what some people do to other people, and it's disgusting what some families do to their own younger family members, or sometimes younger to older. But yeah, you know. And I've been traumatized, and everyone's been traumatized and whatnot. But just the fact that there's that movie Sybil, and what I just said is. Anyone who knows about that will just go, oh, he's off the planet. Look at him. He's got all these different voices coming out his head. Yeah, what a fucking dickhead. He's a dickhead. You're a dickhead. I could be. and so anyway, it also could be a form of channeling. But it also could be just a form of me being able to have a conversation with myself. Yeah, and look like a retard. Are you a retard? Are you? I could be, but who knows? Roll up. At the moment, $1,000 in an envelope. It'll cost you to spend a few hours with a retard named Warwick, Peter weed. Because that's my name. Warwick Peter Riedt. WARWICK PETERRIEDT. Okay? Come and see me. I'm lonely. And bring $1,000 in an envelope. Right? And I'll get you a drink. And I'll take you down to the octagon. And I'll show you everything. And I'll answer whatever you want to have answered that I know. Okay? And that's that. No, nothing else. Nothing nefarious. Nothing like that. My wife lives here, Rose. My daughter lives here, Emma. She's 13 years old. And I'm not scared. You know. And I am who I say I am. But nobody's going to come here and put a gun to our heads and kill us. Because it just won't happen. It just won't happen. So if you can find my house. And the address again, if I didn't mention it. 6 Angelique. That's Angel. Followed by IQUE Street. Berwick. Melbourne, Victoria, 38006. Roll up. And phone number, I said it before, but here it is again, 0455 130 171. Just shoot me a message and say you've seen this video and what I said about going around to my house and you're interested to know stuff, because I guarantee you, I know stuff. And that's just that. And I will be the most famous motherfucker on the planet in a couple of years at least. Believe me. So come and meet me now, because I've got lots of time. It's very simple. Okay? It's very, very simple. It'll only cost you $1,000. All right? Cheap. Later, you won't get to see me. But now, you will. Roll up. And I keep going on about it. But I don't want to leave from here, because the air conditioner's on, and it's nice and cool. But, you know, it's that simple. It's that simple. You know, I'm not a scammer. I'm not going to kidnap you or tie you up in my house or whatever. You've seen my street, and here it is, you know, which is dark. You can't see it now. And there's my house. And it's dark, so we can't see it. But it's just like front door. And there's a water bar. But I think it was sort of light before when I started this video a little bit. Anyway, so yeah, please come and say hello. Shoot me an SMS. And if you're overseas, put +61 in front of the number. And yeah, send me a message. Just say you've heard this video. And tell me, because this will be on YouTube, tell me how many minutes and seconds the video goes for in your SMS. And then I'll know that you're not a scammer and you're not there to just fuck around with me. And I mean it when I say bring $1,000 in an envelope. And you'll enjoy yourself. And you'll walk away from here knowing a lot of stuff that you wouldn't have known that is absolutely true, okay, and will become the future. All right, so that's that. All right, I better go. I've got OCD, so this is going to go at 33:32, because then on YouTube it should say 33:33, and that's perfect for me. And this is my car. It's a V8. Yeah, it's a V8. It's an SS Commodore. It's an SSV. Number plate WRSSV8. Perfect. Yeah. Alright. I'm a wanker, but I'm not, okay? I'm a nice guy and I don't fuck around, and I'll treat you with respect. Just treat me with some too. And we'll get along just fine. Roll up. I'm about to go. See you later. Bye.